Hello and welcome to the TechBrain channel. My name is Joe Nurenda, and in this video, we discuss the use of regular expressions within queries in MongoDB. A lot of us will be familiar with regular expressions. It's not a concept that's unique to MongoDB. Most programming languages support regular expressions. If I'm looking for a pattern within a string, I can compose a regular expression. It so happens that you can also use regular expressions with queries in MongoDB. So this video today is targeted at those people that might be using MongoDB on-prem. So perhaps running MongoDB Enterprise Advanced or maybe running MongoDB Community Edition where you currently don't have access to Atlas Search or Search, on-prem search. So let's suppose that we're looking for the following string within our listings and reviews collection within the sample Airbnb database. So I might be looking for name, and I know that in that name there is this string here, Porto. So I can write the regular expression like that. So find me that pattern within the name field. I can put this together to say listings and reviews, so that's my collection. And I can say find and pass the filter in, and then maybe limit the results to 5 documents, and then add a projection because these documents are quite large, so maybe just a subset of fields that we'd like to be able to see. So we want to be able to see the name field and the price field. So show me the price, but we're not interested in underscore ID. So we have that as our projection. What do we get? So this is what we'll get. We get 5 properties. And you can see from the 5 properties that we've got the occurrence of that string Porto within the property, and also there's a price in decimals. The question though is, how efficiently has this query been executed? So let's look behind the scenes. We won't be satisfied until we can actually see what's happening behind the scenes. So we'll say execution stats. So this will run the query and also give us the execution stats, but I'm only interested in that section of the document. So that runs the query and gives us the statistics, and we can see from the statistics what the stages for the query execution were. So let's give that a try. So that's the output I get. If I look through here, I can see that the input stage index scan, use that filter there, and it happens to use an index that's already been created. I happen to have an index, a compound index, of name and beds. Since name is in the query, that gets to use that index. But there is a problem when I look at index bounds. For the name field, it is having to scan the entire index. So it starts from an empty string to an empty document looking for that string there. Clearly, this is a problem. Let's look at the metrics. What do the metrics say? Numbers don't lie, and in this case, we can see that total keys examined, these are index keys examined, that's almost 700. We got back only 5 documents up here. You can see only 5 documents were returned. So if we do some quick math here, what this is telling us is that we've had to look at 140 index keys, roughly, for each document returned. So there's quite a lot of inefficiency here. How can we make this more efficient? Let's remember what these metrics are. So execution time, 2 milliseconds. Total keys examined, 698. Ideally, we want the keys examined to equal the documents returned. and also to equal the documents examined. So what is it I can do to fix this? Let's go back to the query. This query here can be improved, rather the filter can be improved by anchoring the regular expression. Without this anchor, it's essentially scanning the string from any direction. Would like to be able to constrain this and say start at the beginning of the string when you apply this pattern. With that, I'll come back to the query and rerun it. We're expecting to see an improvement in the number of keys examined and also perhaps the execution time. Let's run it. So we can see that the index bounds is narrower. So we're going from POTO to port P. So only a narrow range that's being scanned. And we're looking for that string there. So does this give us better statistics? So yes, we can see here that total keys examined is 5, which matches the number of documents returned, and also the docs examined is 5. Our execution time has shot up somewhat. Let me run that again. Let's see what that looks like. So yeah, it's sub-milliseconds, so I just needed to run it one more time. Let's see, yeah, so sub-milliseconds. So we've been able to improve the performance of this query by anchoring the regular expression. So a key takeaway here is if using regular expressions with your MongoDB queries, make sure that you left anchor them. Otherwise, you'll get a full index scan, which is inefficient, many more keys examined compared to the number of documents returned, and it's not the best usage of resources if you run queries like that. And also, the other key point to mention is if you're using Atlas, consider Atlas search. Regular expressions are not the best solution if you have Atlas search or Atlas vector search at your disposal. That brings us to the end of this video. So thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like so that you can get more great content from our channel. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.